Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, Learn English Fast with ACA. In today's video, we will dive deep into some important election vocabulary, all related to the ongoing 2024 US elections. Whether you're a beginner or an intermediate learner, understanding these terms will not only boost your English skills, but it'll also help you follow the election closely. So, let's get started with election vocabulary. Election. Meaning, the process of choosing a leader or representative through voting. Example, the election results will determine who will lead the country for the next 4 years. In context, every 4 years, Americans head to the polls to participate in the presidential election. Synonyms: vote, poll. Antonyms: appointment, when someone is chosen without voting. Ballot. Meaning, a system or form used by voters to cast their vote, either on paper or electronically. Example, make sure your ballot is filled out correctly before submitting it. In context, many people are now voting by mail, but the process still involves completing a ballot. Synonym: poll form. Candidate. Meaning, a person running for office in an election. Example, several candidates are competing for the presidency this year. In context, each candidate has unique proposals for the nation's future. Synonyms: contender, nominee. Antonyms: non-candidate, voter. Campaign. Meaning, the organized effort to promote a candidate and their ideas, typically including speeches, advertisements, and events. Example, her campaign is focusing on healthcare reform and climate change. In context, candidates usually spend months campaigning, meeting voters, and debating each other. Synonyms: drive, election effort. Antonyms: withdrawal, as in quitting a race. Swing state. Meaning, a state where the outcome of the election is uncertain and could be won by either major party, often deciding the election. Example, Florida is considered a crucial swing state in the 2024 election. In context, candidates focus heavily on swing states because their votes can be the deciding factor. Synonyms: battleground state, toss-up state. Antonyms: safe state, states that reliably vote for one party. Electoral College. Meaning, a group of representatives chosen by each state who formally vote to elect the president and vice president. Example, the Electoral College system can sometimes make the outcome of the election different from the popular vote. In context, the Electoral College has 538 electors, and a candidate needs 270 votes to win. Antonyms: popular vote, direct election system. Incumbent. Meaning, the current officeholder who is running for re-election. Example, the incumbent president is seeking a second term in office. In context, incumbents usually have an advantage due to their experience and name recognition. Synonyms: sitting official, current holder. Antonyms: challenger, outsider. Debate. Meaning, a formal discussion where candidates argue and present their views on various topics. Example, the presidential debate was heated, with both candidates offering starkly different solutions. In context, debates are an important way for voters to learn more about the candidates' positions. Synonyms: discussion, argument. Antonyms: agreement, consensus. Term. Meaning, a period of time that someone holds an office or position, especially in government. Example, each presidential term in the US lasts 4 years. In context, the president is elected for a 4-year term and may run for re-election. Synonyms: period, duration. Now that we know the basic vocabulary, let's look at how these terms come up in real-life conversations, especially around election time. Imagine a conversation between two college students, Elsa and Mike, discussing the recent election news.
Hey, Mike. Did you vote in the election yesterday? I dropped off my ballot, but I still need to check if it was counted.
Hey Elsa, yeah, I voted too. It's pretty cool that we can track our ballots now. It definitely helps make sure everything is in order.
For sure. Have you been following the latest polls? The candidates are neck and neck, and Florida is once again a crucial swing state.
Absolutely. Florida always keeps things interesting. Being a swing state, it can really change the outcome depending on which way it leans.
Right. And the incumbent president is facing a tough challenge from the opposing party's candidate this time around.
Exactly. The incumbent has an advantage since they're already in office, but the challenger has been gaining a lot of support this election season.
And next week, the Electoral College votes will be counted. We should know the final results soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome. It's always fascinating to see how everything plays out.
I hope this small conversation gave you a helpful look into using election vocabulary in real-life discussions. As Elsa and Mike showed, knowing these terms can make it easier to follow political events, especially ones as impactful as the US election. Now let's practice using these words in sentences. I'll say a sentence first, and I want you to repeat it after me. The candidate gave an inspiring speech during the campaign. We went to the polling place early to avoid the crowds. In this election, swing states like Pennsylvania will decide the winner. The incumbent is trying to hold on to power for another term. The debate last night was very interesting, with strong points made by both candidates. Now, let's dive into some interesting facts that will help you understand how the election process works. These facts will not only give you more context but also help you use those new words in real-life conversations and keep you updated on the current election. Let's take a look at some key points. The role of swing states. Did you know that some states are called swing states because they can swing to either major party in an election? Swing states, like Florida and Ohio, don't consistently vote for the same party each election. This makes them especially important because they can decide which candidate wins. The Electoral College system. Did you know that Americans technically don't vote directly for the president? Instead, they vote for a group of people called electors, who then vote for the president. This system, called the Electoral College, is unique to US elections and aims to balance the influence of large and small states. The popular vote versus electoral vote. Did you know that a candidate can win the popular vote, the total votes nationwide, but still lose the election? This is because winning the presidency depends on the Electoral College votes, not just the number of people who voted for a candidate. The incumbent advantage. Did you know that the current president, known as the incumbent, has an advantage in elections? Incumbents often have an edge because they're already known to the public and have experience in office. Historically, many presidents get re-elected for a second term. First-time voters in each election. Did you know that every US election includes millions of first-time voters? Young adults, immigrants who have recently become citizens, and people who missed previous elections all add new voices to each election. This can lead to surprising results, as new voters bring fresh perspectives. These facts offer a brief yet clear glimpse into the US election system and make the vocabulary terms even more meaningful for English learners like you. Great job, everyone! You've now learned important election vocabulary, discovered some fascinating election facts, and seen how they can be used in real-life conversations. If you enjoyed this lesson, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content, and leave a comment below telling us which election term you found most interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.